Welcome, everyone. Today we're doing a deep dive into, well, a truly grim place, the Hollowlands. It's a setting where just existing comes with this horrifying annual cost.
Yeah, we're aiming to cut right to the bone on this one. Understand this dead world, its dark history, and the four immortal tyrants keeping the lights on, so to speak. It's going to be quick but intense.
Right. And to really get the Hollowlands, you need to grasp the core problem, taint. Think of it as pure non-existence, always hungry, the original world, Lorgath. The gods actually built it to keep this taint contained.
So a cosmic prison, essentially.
Pretty much. But, divine hubris, ambition, things went wrong. There were these three big disasters, times of ruin, and ultimately the containment failed.
Okay, and this is where it gets really dramatic, right? The final straw.
Exactly. Taint got to the goddess of strife, corrupted her completely. That triggered the actual breaking of the world. It looked like the end.
But not quite the end. No. The god of hope, the last one standing, made this desperate bargain. He dealt with these four ancient rulers, the Kaur Kawaros kings who'd been imprisoned undersea, the giant kings.
These aren't exactly heroes coming to the rescue, I take it.
Oh, definitely not. Tyrants from a previous age. But they had the power. They managed to trap the corrupted goddess. The cost. Well, most of the world was lost. Only the Hollowlands remained. This all happened around year 417 HL.
And the deal they struck, it wasn't a one-off payment.
No, that's the horror of it. Taint is still there, always pressing in. To keep it manageable, I guess.
Yeah.
To keep existence going, the kings demand their tribute.
Which is
6,000 living souls. Every single year. Sacrifice. That's the price of keeping non-existence at bay. It's this awful utilitarian nightmare.
6,000 souls every year. That's staggering. It's not really survival, is it? It's more like managed despair.
That's a good way to put it.
So the survivors are utterly dependent on these four ancient kings, these twisted shadows. Let's look at them. Who are these rulers? Maybe start with Kyozanthu, the sage.
Okay, Kyozanthu, he's often seen as the lesser evil, if such thing exists here. Very pragmatic.
Pragmatic how?
Well, for instance, back between 205 and 214 HL, there was this horrific plague, the White Death. Kyoz develops a cure, and he just gave it out to everyone, no cost.
Wait, really? A tyrant just hands out a cure? What was the catch?
That's the thing. Maybe there wasn't one. Beyond bolstering his own position as indispensable, his city, the Library of Kuz, is also the only truly open port. Scholars actually go there. He values knowledge, or at least the control of it.
Interesting. A cold, calculating kind of stability, maybe. Okay, contrast that with Tus's Soggle the Taskmaster. Sounds less subtle.
Oh, much less. His land is harsh, brutal. Entry is often through a place called Death's Gate, which leads straight to the pit.
The pit, like an arena.
Exactly. A massive one. Exiles, potential citizens, they all have to compete there, prove their worth according to his standards. And the rumor, a pretty dark one, is that those who fail, well, they make up part of that 6,000 soul sacrifice.
Grim. So direct brutality.
And he's apparently a real micromanager, always sending these written notes to other rulers, ranting, complaining, making threats. Constant diplomatic headaches, I imagine.
Right, okay. From brutal pragmatism, too. The next one sounds truly weird. Setamuntho, the Dream Strider.
Yeah, she's the most enigmatic. A queen. Her kingdom isn't even entirely physically stable. It sort of bleeds into the dreamscape.
Bleeds into dreams. What does that mean for the place itself?
It means the landscape, the weather, it can all shift based on whatever dream she's currently interested in. It's almost impossible to map or understand.
So total chaos.
Almost. There's one fixed point.
Yeah.
The city of Twilight. That's her capital, the only place that doesn't change. But on the flip side, she also keeps this entity called Nightmare, a literal embodiment of terror drawn from dreams. Unfathomable, really.
Unfathomable and maybe unknowable. Okay, that leaves the last one, and he sounds maybe the worst. Exor Tothos, the Withered.
Yeah, he's generally the most dreaded. He's the one who introduced the corrupted pillar of undeath into this broken world.
Undeath. Great.
He himself is in a state of constant decay, literally withering away. And his kingdom reflects that.
Ow.
The dead walk there, aimlessly serving his will.
So what about the living?
In his city of bone, the living have to constantly prove they're more useful alive than undead. Fail that test, you get repurposed, turned into an undead servant.
Charming. Why does he even uphold the bargain? The sacrifice.
Pure self-preservation, it seems. He needs the world to exist so he can exist, even his decaying state. He's terrified of oblivion, but probably hates everything that's left. So you pull it all together, right? The survivors, what's left of them, rely completely on these four ancient frankly monstrous beings, just to hold back the void. And the cost is 6,000 people every single year. You can see why the wise might ask, is this existence actually worth the price?
It really makes you think. And maybe this is the question for you listening to consider. You have Xanthu, the sage, pragmatically curing a plague, maybe for stability, maybe for control. Then you have Tothos, turning his own people undead just to keep himself going. Which of these dark paths, these horrifying utilitarian methods, offers the most stable path forward? Or maybe just the least awful one for whoever's left? Something to ponder. Thank you for joining us on this particularly bleak deep dive.